Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's your girl Jay, and this is Juicy Beauty. Welcome to part 2 of the Red Glitter Glow. Make sure to check out part 1, which focuses on my brows, and this video is about eyes and face. I hope you enjoy. So I'm starting off by applying setting powder to my face because I noticed my skin was a little extra oily today. So I just decided to dab some powder and rub it in to get my skin, setting right. Yeah, I have very oily skin, so it's hard to control sometimes. But this is just, I'm gonna pause this really quick. I did mention in the beginning of this video that I do have my brow video up already as part 1 of this look. So make sure to check that out to see how I actually drew on my brows and concealed it, and did all the necessary steps that I needed to do for my brows. So we're just gonna jump straight into the eye look. As always, I always start out by applying a warm shade of eyeshadow to my lid just to bring back the color onto my eyes. And then I'm just using a small blending brush, my small blending brush that I usually use to blend in that warm brown, light brown color into the crease area, and then I'm going to be pushing it up to the brows a little further. Now for this eye makeup that I'm doing today, I will be applying a few colors on top of each other to build up that exact color that I want for my base. I had the light brown down, just to put that warmth back into my eyes, and now I'm going in with a darker brown and just applying it to the outer corner of my eyes and then into my crease area, and really blending it in and taking my time to do so. And if you've noticed, I'm only applying the dark eyeshadow into the outer corner of my eyes. I'm not bringing it into the inner corner because I'm only going for, the outer corner of my eyes to stay dark, and then, lightly bringing the brush down into the inner crease of my eyes, because that's the kind of effect that I need for this look. So I'm just applying more of that dark brown shade to get, the colors to really blend out. And if you are doing this along with me, make sure to take your time and blend really well. If you have to pause the video to blend, go ahead and do that, but do not rush it. Just make sure you are blending completely. All right, now so I'm just blending in more of the brown shade. This is a darker brown than the last one that I applied, and I'm pushing that up into almost the brow bone area and just right under the crease, and just having it look soft. So for this next step, I had to clean off my brush and make sure there was no dark brown product on there, the eyeshadow, because I am now going into my inner crease or my inner eye area and just lightly applying almost like a pink, light brownish color into that outer crease area, because that I don't need that, that area of my eyes to be dark. Also keep in mind, it is okay to use the same brush to apply your shadows. Just make sure you clean it before applying the next color. So for the next step in achieving this eye look, I will be doing, I don't even know what this method is called, but I guess we'll call it the lift method, where I apply some concealer on the very bottom, almost like the lash line of my upper lid, of my upper eyelid, and then I lift my eyes up as you saw me do there, and then that spot where the concealer gets left is where I draw my cut crease, basically. So after I do my cut crease, I'm going to take a small blending brush and blend that concealer. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to push the concealer a little bit outwards towards the ends of my eyelid, just to get rid of that harsh line that you see with the concealer. and then just go back in and add a little bit more of the brown to smooth it out. So in order for the red glitter to really stand out, I decided to apply a bright red color first and then add the glitter on top. And in order for this color to be as bright as I want it, as you can see, I am applying it a few times, layering it for it to be as vibrant as I need it to be. So I just did the exact same thing to the other side, that extra layers of the red to make sure it's as bright as the first side is. And now I'm going in with with that brown, that deep brown shade that I used in the beginning to just blend in the red and have everything looking nice. And now I'm applying some glitter glue because this glitter that I'm using is really loose and I'm gonna need something to be able to hold it together. And I'm just taking a flat brush, actually the exact same brush I used to do my eyebrows. I'm just taking that and using it to apply the glitter. So I really liked how this red glitter was turning out, but I decided to just kick it up a notch and add some orange glitter right in that inner crease, like the top of the cut crease, just right in that inner corner. Not all over though, just right in the top, and it came out looking pretty good. So now the eyes are pretty much done. I'm just now applying the wing. I'm not doing, I'm really not even doing a wing today. I'm just applying the eyeliner and like doing a very short, petite wing because I don't need, too much. The eyes are already popping, so I don't really need too much with the wing or with the liner. So I'm doing a small wing and then I'm just gonna apply some lashes and that would be it for the eyes. Let's move on to the face. I am using my brush to apply my foundation on and applying it all over my face, forehead, sides of the forehead and just everywhere. I'm gonna speed things up a little bit because it's just applying foundation. Then I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, the same one I used for my brows, and highlight all my areas that I need to brighten up. So you don't always have to apply as much product as I'm using right now, but I just like to experiment with different things. Sometimes I use really little product, sometimes I use really heavy product, but I just like to experiment and see, the difference in my looks when I use different amount of products and in different areas. And always remember, when it comes to blending, wet is for wet and dry is for dry. Meaning if you have products that are wet, creamy, liquid, always use wet, makeup brushes, beauty blenders. And a good example for that is you never want to take a wet beauty blender and apply powder, like, a dry powder to your face. That combination does not work. So right now I'm using a wet beauty blender to blend out my wet concealer. And a little tip, just so you guys know, when you are using a beauty blender to blend, you never want to, wipe or swipe your face. Dabbing is the best motion you can use, especially when you are using beauty blenders. Dabbing is the best thing you can do because the more you wipe and use a swiping motion with the beauty blender, the more product you are taking away from your face. So just always remember, dabbing it on is the better decision. I use a lot of cream products for most of my looks, but I will try buying some dry powder products and see the difference in that. But for now, I'm just using a creamy contour stick to contour my entire face. So for this next step, I decided to use a small eyeshadow brush and apply my light, almost like a translucent powder right under my eyes and alongside my nose. And then I'm gonna go in with a bigger brush and just apply my powder all over my face to set in all the work I just did. I'm not doing any heavy baking today, so me setting my face with this brush is gonna count as me baking. And now I'm just gonna do some light bronzing with my, I think that's kind of like a foundation brush, but it's light enough, so I'm just gonna go in some circular motions along my cheekbone, sides of my jaw, and forehead area. And then I'm gonna use a smaller brush to bronze the sides of my nose and kind of snatch it up a little bit more. This smaller brush that I'm using on my nose right now, it kind of left really harsh lines on my nose, so I decided to just take a bigger brush that's a little bit more free and fluffier and just buff it out. Alright, so now I'm going to take an even bigger brush and buff out my entire face and just clean off some of that excess powder that's sitting there. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my face with some setting spray and let it sit there. And while the setting spray is doing its job, I'm going to put some mascara on my bottom lash. And then just ignore this part. I'm just getting ready to apply my the diamonds and stuff. So let's apply the lash or the lashes. So it took me a while, a very long while, to apply these little tiny mini diamonds. So I'm just gonna fast forward this part because it took way too long. And I also, you'll see me doing the other side too, but not really. And then I almost forgot to highlight. So here I am just applying some highlight and that glow. Can't forget the glow. Right now I'm gonna skip and fast forward. Bam, you know, that whole side of my face is done. Like I said, it took way too long, so I just had to skip it. So let's go right into the lips. I am using a black lip, what is that? I think this was a matte lipstick. So I'm just applying that to the outer corner or the outer surroundings of my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with a dark brown shade, I think. I don't remember exactly what that color is called, but it's a very dark brown matte lipstick. And I didn't really like how the matte look was looking or feeling, so I decided to put in some gloss on top of it. And then this is not the gloss, this is a lighter lipstick, and I'm buffing it out with the brush, and then I'm just gonna add some gloss on top of it and shine it up a little bit. And just a little reminder, do not forget to check out part 1 of this look where I show you guys how I do the brows. And my friends, that is it for this look. I believe we have completed the entire thing. I just had to throw on a little top real quick, but this is the final complete look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, so very much. I hope I was able to teach you guys some stuff today. Let me know if you have any questions. And also, while you're here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and like, and make sure to share with your friends also. Thank you so much, and hugs and kisses, and I will see you in my next one.